Izzey from Royalton Music Center. Congratulations! We are so excited that you're joining band this year. Making music is amazing!
When you open your new clarinet case, this is what you'll see.
Let's talk about how to take really good care of a clarinet and also how to put it together and put it away. When you get your clarinet from Royalton Music Center, you will get a couple of different care supplies as well. The first is this orange piece of paper. It will go over everything that you need to know about taking care of a clarinet. You will also get one of these bags of care supplies. Which one will just depend on which school you go to. Everything does the same thing. So one of the most important things to remember about the clarinet is that you use your hands and your mouth to play. So you should always wash your hands and brush your teeth before practicing. If you aren't able to brush your teeth because you have lunch right before band, no worries. Just get a quick drink of water and you'll be good to go. So the first thing you'll want to find is your reeds. Your reeds will go inside of the reed guard, which looks like this. You can pull one out and just put it in your mouth and get it nice and wet so that it's ready to play. While you're getting your reed wet, you can get a couple of other parts put together. This is called the mouthpiece. This is where the reed will go when it's ready to go. The metal piece is called the ligature, and this is what will hold the reed in place. Every piece pretty much of the clarinet has these little brown parts right here called cork. Cork can get kind of dry, so we will use cork grease to get them nice and soft and ready for playing. So you'll want to check your corks before each time you practice. If they're feeling a little dry, it can be hard to put together, so just put some cork grease on and you'll be good to go. By this point, your reed should be ready, so you can take it out of your mouth and slip it right into the back side of the mouthpiece. Like I said earlier, the ligature will hold it all in place, so turn your screws just enough so that they're able to stay in place. This long piece that only has one cork, that's where your bell goes. So without pushing any of the keys down, just give it little twists and it'll go right in place. This is called your barrel. This will be what the mouthpiece goes into. So again, just give it little twists, just like that. And the barrel attaches to this piece. This one's got some words right here, so it can help you that way with knowing which part to go in. Again, little twists. That should be very easy if your corks have enough grease. And then here's a little tricky part, but I have a secret to help you. Do you see this little piece right here? That's called your bridge key. And we want the bridge key to be sticking up when we attach this piece to this piece. There's a little flat part right here that will help you guide where exactly it should go. Now again, you don't want to squish any of your keys together, so just give it little twists and it'll come together just like that. So this is what your clarinet will look like when you're ready to play. So let's fast forward. You just had band practice. You sounded amazing. It's time to pack up. The first thing I would do is take the barrel off just like this with the mouthpiece. Set the clarinet down flat so that nothing falls and gets damaged. Remove the ligature and put your reed back in the reed guard. That can go right in here, this little tiny cubby part of your case. Then we have a mouthpiece brush. This will get any moisture out of your clarinet's mouthpiece. You can run it through both ways just like that. And again, that can go inside of the case. You want to wash this brush, I would say maybe once a week, just to not have any germs or grossness sitting in there. Then you can put these apart and put them in their appropriate spots in the case. Don't forget your mouthpiece cap. This costs about $7 to replace. This one can cost a little bit more. So always keep them together and stick them back in the case. Next, I would remove the bell. So give it little twists just like this. Put it back in. And then just like when we put the clarinet together, lift up your bridge key and give little twists, making sure that none of the keys are bumping. And you can set these down. Now this part is where we have different steps. If your school uses pad savers, they're going to look like this. Notice that one of them is longer than the other. And notice that one of the ends of the clarinet is longer than the other. You will use the matching size to go inside of that piece. You want to run it through 2 times. And this is just going to get any spit or anything else out of the clarinet. The 3rd time, you can just stick it right in like that and put it back in the case where it is safe. Same thing with this one. 1 time, 2 times, and the 3rd time it can just stay inside. Now that's if you have pad savers. You may have what we call a clarinet swab that looks like this. So let me show you how to use that if you have one of those. So let's pretend that the clarinet is all put together still. I will just do these 2 pieces first, just so you get the idea. So one end of your swab has a weighted end. We're going to stick that through just like this and make sure that the string is nice and straight so it doesn't get stuck. It'll come out through the bottom. Just like that, see that? And then you will pull the cloth all the way through, and that's just going to get any yuckiness out in a different way. So you'll do that 1 or 2 times, and then just like before, give it little twists and put each piece away safely in the case. These things can also just stay in the case or in the instrument depending on what you're using. Finally, you'll get a polishing cloth, and this is to wipe off the keys just gently to get any fingerprints or anything like that off of the instrument. You'll want to do this once a week, just keep your keys nice and polished. And the last thing you'll find in your care kit is a pencil. This is going to help you write any notes in your music during band. Now let's see what the clarinet sounds like. All together, the clarinet will sound like this. Here are some important things to remember about caring for your woodwind instrument. Remember, never force your instrument pieces together or apart. If something doesn't feel right, bring it in. Don't try using tools at home. We have the proper tools here at Royalton Music Center. Likewise, do not force your instrument case closed. If something isn't feeling right, first be sure to check to make sure that everything is in the correct spot. If something still doesn't feel right, bring it in to us. We will be happy to help. Always keep 2 hands on your instrument at all times, so no tricks like, look, no hands, or using them in a sword fight, or most importantly, do not leave your instrument sitting on a chair unattended. While brass instruments get a bath once a month, woodwind instruments should never be exposed or cleaned with water. Finally, your instrument should only be played and handled by you. By following these steps, your instrument will stay safe and clean. There is no need to boil your mouthpiece, put it in the dishwasher, or spray it with Febreze. Wow, that's a lot of information. Not to worry though, you can always watch this video again if you ever need a review on how to care for your instrument. If you have questions that were not answered in this video, come on in. Anybody at Royalton Music Center would be very happy to help you. Have a great day and happy music making!